Taurus, a very warm welcome. My name is Drew. This is Modern Tarot. Those of you that are new here, welcome. And those of you returning, welcome back. Taurus, this is a reading for the last couple of weeks of July 2025. And so we're going to have a look at your energy, what's around you, what to maybe focus on, or what you are focused on, or what might be a focus, and possible outcomes and maybe some pleasant surprises, eh, Taurus? God knows we need them, eh? So let's have a look. One more shuffle, and I'm going to go straight into this. You're showing up in this reading already. Let's have a look, Taurus. Okay, center of the reading. Taurus, what is this? Two of Cups, this soulmate, this soul bond. Okay. The challenge. We've got the King of Cups in reverse here. So the challenge, Taurus, you might still have some kind of deep soul connection around you, orbiting around you, okay, energetically. And the challenge is that somebody might be emotionally distant, okay. The love might have seemed to have dropped out of it. Someone's emotions might be still a little bit upside down because it's such a strong connection, okay. And then we've got the Five of Swords. It's kind of like, Taurus, the last couple of weeks, you want to get out of this internal conflict about this. Okay, some of you, there might be, you want to come out of conflict with a soulmate. Just for some of you, it's not a personal reading, guys, but it's a challenge to balance out the emotions and heal a situation. Okay, recent past, Ten of Pentacles. All right, so this was talking about a legacy. This is talking about money. This is talking about relationships where you're building together, joint finances. Doesn't have to be marriage, guys. It can be, but recent past, you might have seen a future with somebody, Taurus. Okay, some of you, up until the point of this reading, you might have really been working on your finances and things. All right. Some of you, it still bothers you, some kind of deceit. Okay, some of you might be thinking throughout the last couple of weeks, and it's all part of the healing journey, guys, where we go through acceptance, back to denial, anger, back to acceptance, then denial again. It might still be on your mind. How was I duped? Was I duped by myself and my spirituality? Was I duped by this person? Were my feelings and my gut real? Was this a soulmate? All right, so it's still in your energy, Taurus. Okay? What you don't see coming towards you is the High Priestess in reverse. So, this can be secrets coming to light. This can be things bubbling up to the surface for you, Taurus, like little aha moments, very deep spiritual messages that maybe you've missed. All right, so watch out for that, okay? Your energetic field, you might be, throughout the last couple of weeks of July, Taurus, you might be avoiding tower moments. You might not want to really take big risks throughout the last couple of weeks. You'll be avoiding tower moments with people, places, and things. You might feel a little avoidant, okay? Or people might see that in you. Outside influences, we got the Three of Swords in reverse, all right? So this is getting over heartbreak. Somebody might be getting over heartbreak. These kind of things. This could be a third party, guys, all right? I'm just saying, all right? Just for some of you. Three of Swords in reverse is an outside influence. Okay, some of you, it's a fear to let it go still, Taurus. Just because it was such a deep connection and you cared so much in the first place. And it's energetically still with you. So be patient with yourself. It takes time for these, these deep connections to leave you. And, you can assist that in cord cutting and all these kind of exercises that you can do. But, it's a fear of yours to unstick yourself from this. Because it's part of you, Taurus. It's a deep connection, okay? Two of Cups, King of Cups. The outcome for you is the King of Wands. Now, we've got somebody else showing up in this reading, okay? Somebody with heavy fire in their chart here. This is someone that likes to take control, smartly dressed, handsome for my female viewers. This is an outcome, by the way. Taurus, let's have a look at this. Let's clarify this reading. Why is the Two of Cups here? All right, it's the center of this reading. Let's cut to the chase here, hey, Taurus. The Two of Cups. It's a beautiful card, you know, it's a beautiful connection. Why is the Two of Cups here for Taurus? All right, last couple of weeks of July 2025. Ace of Wands in reverse, you know, it's still there, it's still lingering. There's no new start, okay? Some of you, even though you've lost the passion for the situation, Taurus, there's still this calling, this magnetic pull towards this connection, all right? And it was a challenge, you know, Magician in reverse. It's almost like, Taurus, somebody was way behind you spiritually. You felt this and you saw this connection, all right? And it might have done a number on you. We know that, Taurus, over the last couple of months. It's still in your energy. And, you know, the challenge is, we've got two cards here of emotional manipulation, okay? We've got the Trickster, the Magician in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. The reason why it's all happening, look, some of you do still want to come out of the cold, come out of conflict with this person. Maybe this person still hasn't woken up, Taurus. Look, this King of Cups has shown up again, okay? This is someone that, you know, you might have had a lot of affection for and you saw a future with, okay, with the Ten of Pentacles here. Some of you, you're still focused on, how could I deceive myself that I was giving so much and I really felt this deep bond, yet it wasn't reciprocal. And it might still be a focus. Just watch it, Taurus, that the connection was real. What you felt was real. And it's not the fact that someone doesn't love you or there was no connection on the other side. It's a Two of Cups, right? Both cups are at the same height. It's just that someone was more spiritually advanced than the other and knew how to give to something. What you don't see coming toward you, Taurus, we've got the High Priestess in reverse, secrets coming to light, okay, and then we've got Judgment in reverse. So some secrets might come to light throughout the last couple of weeks of July as to why things didn't go ahead, why somebody seemed to have poor judgment, why somebody was indecisive. Your energetic field, Taurus, is you want to avoid tower moments and you want to just watch this. Your energetic field, all right, by being avoidant, Taurus, the wheel doesn't start turning again for you. And what I mean by that is, don't keep yourself in a stuck position. Grab the wheel, turn the wheel upright, keep it moving, okay? Even though this is still lingering in your energy, okay? I feel for you guys. These kind of connections, they linger for a long, long time. Sometimes they never disappear. So look, we've got 2 3s here as an outside influence. It's, you know, this is someone, you know, somebody could still be with somebody else or in a third party, guys. They're not happy. They've lost all hope and these kind of things, but they choose to stay stuck, Taurus. Why should you be stuck too? It's unfortunate you feel the connection. You fear freeing yourself from someone that you found very attractive. Queen of Wands here, you know? Or it's a fear of yours that, you know, somebody can't free themselves from a Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands could actually be quite manipulative and really doing a number on this person. This person might be manipulated, and it's why they can't be with you, Taurus. Just saying, just for somebody, it's not a personal reading. The outcome, a whole new world. There's a King of Wands here. Watch out for somebody new, Taurus, someone with heavy fire in their chart. Okay? This is a brand new cycle. Brand new phase in your life here with the King of Wands. You know? He's handsome, he's attractive, he's upright. Okay? And then we've got the World. It's like a brand new beginning. From an ending, a brand new beginning. Okay? But I do feel for you guys, you know, that have gone through something like that, because those kind of connections, they can be overwhelming. They can take you over where you're not yourself anymore. purely because you feel it such on a deep level. It's where we've got to be very present and reel back our energy and give it to ourselves. Okay, let's have a look. I want to clarify this now. So the recent past, I don't want to focus too much on your past, Taurus. I'm sure you're sick of your past. All right, all about the new. Bring on the new, eh, Taurus? Um, so the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. What's that about here? Yeah, look, I think you saw a spiritual affinity with someone. You could really totally relax and be your authentic self around them, or at least you thought you could, Taurus. Okay, what's this here? Some of you, it might have affected your work. I'm just saying, and they can affect every area of your life, Taurus. But the challenge is, someone was quite restless, and the goals seem very different, even though there was a strong spiritual bond, and it's still in your energy the last 2 weeks of July, guys. You know, this is not a negative reading. It just shows the power of connections, right? With you, anything seems possible. Some of you guys want to come out of the cold and out of conflict with this person because you felt that anything was possible. And I think spiritually, you thought, wow, if I get this right and this is a deep spiritual bond, anything is possible. And you're just, your focus is the Seven of Swords, all right, which can be a card of deceit. It can be strategy of how to get reciprocity in a situation. This is your focus, Taurus, all right? And then it's got I place money, I place value on money and status rather than connections. And so I think for some of you, you feel a little bit duped that somebody didn't place enough importance on what was once, or what still is, a beautiful soul connection. Which you don't see coming toward you. Some of you, secrets might come to light about either you or the other person was very, they might have come across as controlling, but they were very protective of the connection. This might have been you, Taurus, okay? And you're getting to see that now. And then your energetic field, we're just too different to ever make it work. And I just think, Taurus, this soul bond is still in your energy. You might not be noticing other people or other suitors. So the wheel isn't turning to bring on the new because this is still overwhelming you and still consuming you energetically, okay? So just watch that, all right? Once you've broken my trust, I could never go back. This is an outside influence, which is the Three of Swords in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse. I'm just wondering whether, Taurus, you saw the connection. Somebody wasn't ready to give it their all. They still had some growth and some learning to do, healing to do, maybe. And it's funny that they might be actually blaming you for the demise of it. Okay, just saying, just for some of you, it's not a personal reading. Some of you, you're fearing to unstick yourself from this because of the attraction. Some of you might still follow this person on social media, still watch them, Taurus. Be careful of that. It can keep you perpetually stuck, okay? Then we got, as an outcome, we got the King of Wands, all right? This is a fire sign, somebody with heavy fire in their chart, and the world, okay? Those of you that are traveling, watch out for serendipitous meetings with possibly a fire sign. Some of you might find quite attractive. Some of you, this person might let it end because they realize that they hurt you too much and you'd never take them back. It might be their way of thinking, Taurus. But remember, it's only for 2 weeks, this reading. Some of you guys, there might be somebody new coming in, all right, which opens up a whole new world for you. And you realize that, what, I'm going to go for it. A brand new start here because someone was hurt too much and we can never work it out, Maybe we were just too different to ever make it work. And some of you might come to that realization even though there's a strong spiritual bond still lingering, guys, you know? And it's the nature of these connections, okay? Let's have a look. If it is about love, Taurus, throughout the last couple of weeks of July, somebody might be with somebody highly manipulative and they can't escape it. All right, I'm just saying. And so they might feel that Two of Cups as well, Taurus, but they can't do anything about it. You know, their mind, they might be highly taken over. Some of them could be emasculated. If I'm talking about men here for my female viewers, all right? We got unrequited love in reverse. It wasn't unrequited love, Taurus. There was a deep connection there. But maybe you've given up faith and you don't trust this situation anymore. Okay? And some of you might be going for something brand new, all right? There may be a fire sign who's highly attractive. You might find them attractive. And some of you might decide to do that because you're missing a bit of passion in your life, okay? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. We've got passion. So some of you might decide to follow attraction and passion over and above these deep spiritual connections because they just are too overwhelming for you. So some of you might actually switch off from, you know, you might be thinking, stuff it, Drew. No more twin flames, no more deep spiritual connections, soulmates and all these kind of things. Not interested in it. I might just go for the handsome, pretty stranger who seems to have it together. And maybe it's a little bit more superficial, but you know what? Maybe I'm just going to enjoy the passion of it all. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, Taurus. This could be future based, you know, something on the cards here. For some of you, you might decide to go with something less intense, where it's more traditional, you know, I use that word lightly, Taurus. And that might actually develop into something, you know, more committed. Not to say that you never forget these connections. They will always linger, Taurus. They will always be there. But look at them as learnings, as teachings, you know, and be thankful that you've had such a connection. Some people can go through life and never feel a connection like that. So let's have a look. If you're a song, Taurus, throughout the last couple of weeks of July, the band might mean something, the lyrics might mean something, the melody might evoke certain feelings within you that are being brought up to be healed. Wildwood by Paul Weller. I think this might have come out for you before. So he was in a 1970s punk band, post-punk band called The Jam. And then he made a solo album called Wildwood. You'll find yourself out of the Wildwood, Taurus. Okay? Check out that song. If it's not your genre, it's a beautiful song. It's acoustic. Beautiful song. I love this song. Check it out. Listen to it once. If it's not your genre, guys, you can dump it. But there might be a message, a subliminal message in that song for you. Wildwood by Paul Weller. Something for you to bear in mind throughout the last couple of weeks of July, Taurus. Something to think about, you know, something that you might have overlooked or something that might be quite key to your last 2 weeks. Seeing perspective, truth, knowledge, and clarity. For some of you, you might see now very clearly that, yes, wow, powerful connection. But you know what? I think I might just take the traditional route here because it's overwhelming. And maybe this person, even though they feel it too, are highly being manipulated maybe by somebody else where they are stuck and they can't get out. They might have been emasculated, just for some of you. Money, finances, power, generosity, and abundance. Some of you guys might be really focused on your careers and money will look good. And then the heart chakra, you know, be loving, Taurus, you know, open your heart again to the new. Maybe you'll never feel that depth again, but you might find, you know, passion and peace. Okay? Just for some of you, all right? It's not a personal reading. Remember, guys, you're all at different levels and stages of healing. Some of you, this might be very new. Some of you, this could be years old and it's still around you. And that's the nature of these connections, you know? If it is about love, let's have one of these, okay? I think I've already done one from this deck, but I'll give you another one, Taurus. If it is about love, new love, these kind of things. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Some of you might be busy at work and kind of like leaving love alone, even though you're still feeling a distant connection or a past connection. You might be heavily focused on your career and, wanting to advance yourselves financially and these kind of things as a bit of a band-aid. And we all do it, guys. And you know what? If that works, and helps to diminish the overwhelming feelings, then great. You're making money too. So there's a win-win, right? One of these, this is called Pass Around the Smile. Very positive deck. They're just positive message. And this is a mantra to leave you with, Taurus, for the last 2 weeks of July. Let's have a look, Taurus. Just watch that you don't avoid destined meetings and these kind of things because you're still so overwhelmed by this, Taurus, all right? Because there might be an attractive stranger, handsome, pretty stranger there. You will find them attractive. It might not seem as deep, but heal. Allow yourself time to heal. Be kind to yourself right now, Taurus. Spirituality. By opening up your mind spiritually, you become more thoughtful and peaceful. Your spiritual journey is inspiring to others. Sign. This card brings you the validation you've been seeking. This is a sign to take action on whatever it is you have been contemplating. Some of you might be contemplating, yet deep spiritual connection, but you know what? I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to turn the wheel up right now. I'm going to go for new opportunities. I'm going to start to notice different kinds of connections, maybe less intense, and maybe have some fun as opposed to deep down and dark, that deep depth of that connection that you once had, Taurus, or that's still in your energy, So many of you would take different routes, different routes, different roads, and you know what? It's right for you. There is no blueprint of how each person should live. Everybody lives their own life, their own destiny, So no one can guide you in this, Taurus. Only your inner light, your inner being, your inner high priestess will guide you throughout this healing process. Okay, so be patient with yourselves. Allow yourself time to heal. That's the card, right? So, Taurus, look, I hope you enjoyed that. My name is Drew. This is Modern Tarot. If you like the content, please like, share, or subscribe. It means I can continue to do this for free for you. If you want a personal reading, you can reach out at moderntarot.net directly or browse the YouTube Modern Tarot store, and I'll do my best to give you some clarity on your personal situations. Taurus, have an amazing last 2 weeks. Amazing work. Look out for a tall, dark, handsome stranger. You never know. It could ascend to a higher level of commitment. Maybe that's what you need. Take care, Taurus. Bye now.